Good old Nazis, that's what I say. That's a phrase you don't hear often. Good old Nazis. No, listen, Nazis are very useful if you're in my line of work, because, you know, it's the one group of people you can really stick it to and nobody cares. Like, no matter what I say about Nazis, it's very unlikely I'm going to get a letter or a tweet or an email tomorrow from somebody saying, "Dear Craig, I am a Nazi and I'm very upset." That's this negative stereotyping of Nazis. Because even if you are a Nazi and I've upset you, you're a Nazi! Even the neo-Nazis, the neo, of course, means new, the neo-Nazis. You're like, you know, well, what's new about you? Well, we march up and down and we hate ethnic minorities. I'm like, that's not f***ing new. That's the same as the old Nazis. You want to be a new Nazi, you got to bring something new to the party. Bedazzle that swastika, mister. Let's see some heels in those jackboots. I got to move, because these guys definitely got scopes. No, Nazis are just useful if you do what I do, because, you know, there's only two groups of people you can talk about with any degree of safety. Everyone else is very, very touchy. And I don't mean touchy like Mr. McGugan that used to live next door to me when I was a kid. That's right, laugh at my pain, you bastard. Craig, I've got some change in my pocket. He's a lovely man. No, everyone is very, very sensitive. Everyone's very, very... You can't talk about anyone. There's only two groups of people you can talk about with any degree of safety. Nazis and Canadians. That's it. That's it. Nazis, because who gives a f*** if you upset Nazis? And Canadians, because Canadians have figured it out. They're very smart. They figured it out. They have realized it's a f***ing joke. Canadians are like, oh, yes, that's right. It's a f***ing joke. To be honest, Canadians are just happy to be included. It's just like, he's talking about us. I know, we're on our way. Not that I'm not comparing Nazis to Canadians. They're not the same at all. Nazis, bastards, Canadians, lovely. Oh, lovely people, Canadians. Gentle, civilized, beautiful people. Till you give them a hockey stick, then they lose their f***ing minds. Like, I don't know why the Canadian Army bothers with tanks and guns and bombs and shit. They should just give their guys hockey sticks and go, there you are, boys, the Taliban have the puck. Sorry.
But yeah, I think we've gotten a little bit too PC, and I think that it's a problem, right? Because the problem is you're taking away the person's ability to laugh at themselves, which we really need, right? And I have a story I'll tell you, which to me really captures what I mean about being like a little too PC, which is I have a friend who has two hook hands. And you guys got silent, but maybe somebody in the back who was brave was laughing at that, right? Someone in the back might have been laughing. And that's okay. It's okay if you laughed at it, because it doesn't mean you hate people with hook hands, right? It just means you didn't think I was gonna say hook hands. That's all. That's all that means. So the first time I met the guy, I also didn't expect a hook, right? It sort of, you know, kind of took me aback because he shook out the hook and I didn't see that coming. So I was like, you know, what do I do in this situation? I'm not sure. Like, I've never been here before. Do I shake the hook? Do I not shake the hook? Do I hang my jacket on it? I'm not sure. So in the heat of the moment, I just decided I'm just going to pretend everything's fine, right? Just bottle up my emotions. I shook the hook, said, nice to meet you. And I walked away. And then I had a friend who was a comic, and he was on the same show with me, and then he got the hook. And when he got the hook, he goes, what the fuck, man? What the fuck? You gotta warn a guy. You gotta warn a guy before you just shove your cutlery in his face. was the right reaction. That's how I wish I had reacted, right? Because immediately the guy just looked so at peace, like, thank God someone's acknowledging the reality of the situation, not bottling it all up inside, pretending everything's fine. And we all had a good laugh and got on with it, right? So I feel like the moral of the story is if you're ever uncomfortable, just freak the fuck out, make a big scene, and just get on with it. Because we're all human, right? We're all human. We all have flaws. We have to be able to laugh at ourselves, you know? That's what I think. I'd say the thing that I battle is depression. And I think that depressed people have had, I think it's been a hard time to be depressed right now, right? Are you guys, yeah, they're clapping. If you're a depressed person, this has been an even harder time because we used to be special. Right? We used to be special. You could call up a friend and be like, I'm so depressed. And your friend would be like, why, Erica? Tell me, what's going on? And now you call up a friend, you're like, I'm so depressed. And they're like, yeah, Erica, everybody's depressed. And you're like, no, but like I was depressed before all this happened, so I get like extra points for that. Like I'm like doubly depressed now. And your friend's like, no, Erica, we're all flatlined with the depression. Like we're all equally depressed now. The entire world is depressed. You're not special anymore. And then you're like, great, now I'm even more depressed.
The new year was crazy. It started off with Lifetime Television. Aaron surviving R. Kelly right off the bat. Really appreciate that. Could have waited another couple months so I could enjoy his music for a little while longer. You gotta let somebody know when you're airing all the dirty laundry out. What's crazy about R. Kelly is, I watched that documentary, Surviving R. Kelly. It was 6 episodes, and it's crazy how his whole career is like before the piss and after the piss. That was like the whole timeline, you know? Like, I didn't tape Surviving R. Kelly. I watched all 6 episodes live. Like by episode 4, I was the guy on Twitter. Fuck R. Kelly. I ain't listen to his shit no more. He's deleted forever. 3 days later, I'm at a party. Step, step, side to side, bring it back. Going, oh shit! I ain't supposed to be dancing this no more. But I couldn't stop dancing. I go, oh my God, he is the Pied Piper. His music has taken over my legs. I swear, after watching Surviving R. Kelly and all these other scandals that happen every week, I'm to the point in my career where I'm just happy to be an entertainer without a scandal right now, you know? I mean, it's gotten to the point where I'm scared to open up my laptop in the morning. Because I just be looking at it like, oh shit, it's today. Because I've never done anything to anybody, I'm not worried about that. Still don't mean somebody can accuse me of shit, you know? Like it'd be nothing for a woman to come out of left field and be like, Gary Owen smacked my ass in 1992! He's at a Criss Cross concert. Your clothes were on backwards. So crowd. I keep waiting for a white lady to come after me. I keep waiting for a white lady to be like, Gary Owen sexually harassed me. Now you know you lied. Even my wife would be like, she bullshitting. He ain't do that. I guess what's messed me up lately is like comedians are getting a lot of scandals now. It used to be like athletes and rappers had all the scandals. Now it's like comedians, we lead the charge, you know? You got Bill Cosby, he's in jail, you know? It seems like every year Kevin Hart's got to go through something. Like this last year was the Oscars. Like I didn't like how the Oscars did Kevin. Like how you gonna ask that man to host the Oscars and then the very next day ask him to apologize for some tweets he sent out over 10 years ago that you should have known about before you asked him to host the show anyways. And plus, he would just bullshit with his boys. There was nothing malicious behind his tweets. But all of a sudden, he did some gay tweets, and now these people were like, Kevin Hart's a homophobe. He's a homophobe. Let me tell you something. That dude is definitely not a homophobe. I know the guy 20 years, done 3 movies with him. One movie was called Ride Along. In that movie, I had nothing but underwear and honey on my chest. That was my whole wardrobe, you know? And Kevin, you know, Kevin had to lay on my chest, you know? So when you see that movie, that scene's only like 2-3 minutes long, but when we shot it, it took like 30-35 minutes to get that scene right. And to Kevin's credit, he never left my chest. He stayed there all 35 minutes. You know? What kind of homophobe's gonna lay in a man's chest for 35 minutes straight? Get the fuck out of here. True professional, committed to the craft, you know?